So today I'm talking about the day before a marathon and thoughts that go through your mind, how you can kind of prepare yourself a little bit better, and ultimately what is not the best way to prepare for a marathon. Keep on watching, keep on listening, hope you find it useful. Welcome back to consecutive day 1580 of a diary of a runpreneur. If you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, then do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1580 of a diary of a runpreneur, and today's episode is all about the day before a marathon. So, yeah, probably thinking, what on earth is this guy doing running in the dark the day before a marathon? Well, it's actually the early hours of the day before I'm running a marathon. It's actually 26 minutes past midnight. So why am I doing this? Well, if you've probably been watching my vlog for some time, you'll know I talk about back-to-back running from time to time, which is ultimately when I will do a run the day before and then very quickly, like in the early hours of the morning, I will do the run for the following day. And the reason for that could be for a number of things. It's often to do with when I'm traveling and flights could be cancelled and all these sorts of things. So I'm preempting worst case scenario. But in this instance, I'm doing it because it gives me the maximum amount of recovery time prior to race start. So it's 27 minutes past midnight now, and the race on the Saturday and the marathon race is at 10 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday. So by running as early as possible on this day, it gives me the best part of probably 34 hours before I'm actually running a marathon, which is as much as I'm ever really going to get in terms of gap. So yeah, so that's why I'm running at this crazy time in the middle of the night. But yeah, topic today is about the day before the marathon and thoughts, how you feel. Well, you know, you can build it up to anything that you want it to be or don't want it to be really, but however you slice it, a marathon is a pretty epic event. It's been known to kill people, so you have to take it incredibly seriously. You have to be prepared as best you can. And with any type of epic event, there comes fear, comes anxiety, comes concern. I try not to worry about it because I feel that, you know, I'm as prepared as I'm going to be now. There's nothing I can do now, so I have to just give it my best. So that's one way of looking at it. I also try and kind of prepare myself mentally by trying to enjoy it and actually thinking, you know what, they should be enjoyable experiences. We don't want to build them up to be something that is an unenjoyable experience. Now, the reality is, running a marathon, there's going to be parts that I enjoy, there's going to be parts that I don't enjoy, and everything in between. So I'm going to try and fixate myself on the bits that I enjoy, and I'm going to try and turn up for it with a smile on my face, with a skip in my step, and do the best I can, and be grateful that I'm able to do it, and whatever the outcome, try and be happy. The reality is, if I don't get what I want out of the marathon, with all the cost and training and everything that goes into it, I'm going to be disappointed. But let's cross that bridge if it materialises in that way. Hopefully it doesn't. And in the next few days, when I do my vlogs, I'll be kind of decompressing from the events of the marathon. But I'm talking about the pre-event and trying to control my nerves, because otherwise nervous tension is just utilising unnecessary energy source, and I need to protect and preserve every ounce I can possibly get. So I'm going to try and float through this day, basically eat as much as I can in terms of the carbohydrate in line with my carb loading plan, and just try and float through the day, do as little as possible, rest, watch TV, chill out. I know I've got to travel, but fortunately we should be in Inverness by about 11:30 in the morning, so less than 12 hours I'll be hopefully in Inverness, having flown up there, and we'll go and have a chilled session around the expo do I eat some more, chill out, try and just do very little, and we'll probably try and get back to the apartment at some point in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, probably 3 o'clock-ish, when we're able to check in, and then we'll just be very relaxed, hydrating a lot, carb loading, just relaxing, legs up, resting, stretching, trying to get ready for the day that is due to be presented. The key thing will be a really good night's sleep, so we'll probably be in bed 9-10 o'clock latest, try and get a good solid 8 hours minimum prior to race day. But one of the biggest concerns that I have is the last marathon I did, where I did run a PB. I had a horrendous blister issue, which was about 5 centimetres squared. It could have ultimately ended my running streak, which I was incredibly nervous about. Fortunately, it didn't. So I'm going to try and proactively prepare for that by vaselining my feet a little bit more prior to putting my socks on, to try and avoid that friction happening again. I've changed my footwear now, so I've got different footwear from the footwear that caused that injury, and yeah, fingers crossed it goes a little bit better. But all we can ultimately do is learn from past experiences and try and get a little bit better. So that's my approach. So I think the learnings from my dive today is that the day before a marathon can be a stressful one. It's a nerve-wracking experience, knowing that you're standing potentially at the bottom of Mount Everest. That's what it feels like on the start line of a marathon or an ultra marathon. And I think we have to tell ourselves that first and foremost, there's nothing you can do now in terms of training. Training's gone. So however trained you are, that's as good as you're going to be. So now it's about turning up and doing your best and being content with that, but also not wasting too much energy in terms of worry and anxiety, and trying to just thinking that how grateful we are for getting to the start line, how grateful we are to have the opportunity to run it, and how we're going to really focus on the enjoyable parts. We know there's going to be parts that are going to be unenjoyable, but we're going to try and fixate and focus our attention on the bits that are enjoyable. And if we can go in with that mindset, you know what, marathons can be some of the most life-changing experiences you'll have, because the soul searching, what you'll find out about yourself when you run them, just making the most of it, and ultimately seeing the area that you're running around. You cover a lot of ground in a marathon, so try and take it in, try and absorb it, try and enjoy it. I'm not sure if that helps, but this is my kind of process that I go through all the time before I run marathons, and yeah, I'm quietly excited, but also pretty apprehensive about what's going to happen. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about what I can't control. All I'm going to worry about is trying to enjoy myself as much as I can. So anyway, that's it for me. Questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do though remember, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon, of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of lap of the world, but effort style, to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.